Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy in another round. Again, it is a auto mission, so we have to 3 of them in the week over as well. That is quite good, and we can hop next week in the next one. Okay, saboteur elements supported by agents of the Arch-Enemy have launched a raid against the main communications trunk of a Habitat Spire, taking several sky platforms under their control. To protect these strategic assets, aerial or orbital bombardment is out of question. Orders: deploy and purge.
Xenos, demons, heretics. Enact the Emperor's will and purge the universe of their taint. Let hatred be our shield and their blood our salvation.
Alright, will do. I did not pay attention whether we are just going up against, so to say, rebel guardsmen or traitor Astra Militarium, or if there is a Chaos Vanguard around, which would then lead us to a Hellblutish end or to a Lehman Russ or Sentinel land. I would prefer a Lehman Russ because these guys are quite nice. So if we are going to face some Valgrind soon, then we know that it's going to be a Imperial Guard attachment. If it's going to be something else, then okay. On it goes. What I'm already noticing, I don't know whether the reason is that I'm shooting at them alone, or if that, the reason is that this turret is a little harder. At least it feels like the enemies are a little bit more beefier to be precise. So let's see how this mission is actually to unfold overall. With beefy enemies, of course, the nasty part, as usual, is that when you face a champion, then that of course is very, very nasty. So I don't know why our constructs are not helping out me. Okay, there I see what the problem is. The enemies are in heavy armor. That of course is quite nasty. But if all of them are, and all our constructs are shooting at the right target, that is then taking them down quicker. But it makes it a couple of seconds longer to kill them. That is quite nasty. So I've of course overseen the chest. Got that, nice. And on it goes. So we only have killed off a small amount of the enemies. So what you can expect here, guys, is a little longer episode. I didn't expect. That's always with the terror mission. As you can see, if all of our little guys are actually focusing on the enemy, it is still going relatively quick. That is actually the fun fact, the funny part about them terror missions, plural, that you never know what is coming. Through enemies having heavy armor, for example, it of course then makes the mission a little harder, and you can see we can't, oh my goodness, we can't take them down quickly enough. So all of them are shooting, obviously, on us and our little constructs, which makes the fight not as easy as it actually would be if they would not have the heavy armor thing around. Whew! This is... the nasty part is that they focus on us quite heavily. I don't even know why and how that is even possible, but that does not feel very, very good at all. Okay, please bring him down. It is, that I can tell ya, quite possible. And now with those guys coming up, that we are going to lose this, not lose, but that we are going to die here, since we, since I might be not able to kill all of the enemies. That would be, of course, not that much, but still, we have 3 attempts, especially, guys, especially the boss fight against a Hellbrute, since we fight against World Bearer champions. The end fight against the Hellbrute with heavy armor, which already is normally heavy armored out of the box, but then with heavy armor, that is going to be one hell of a fight. So since I said yes, that's what I said. You or I don't have any on. Okay, I know that certain tarot cards, of course, have a certain probability to get a certain buff, for example, for enemies, but the heavy armor type is, of course, you can't say and click, I do want to have heavy armor or not. That is the nasty part. And that's what I have to say. That's always the length, of course, of battles, which makes the game, I don't want to say good or bad, but I think the fights right now are a little teensy bit too long to go on. It is quite annoying, I have to say. And there you can see that the game actually breaks with its engagement, so to say. And don't get me wrong, I know that this is that the tarot is randomly generated, that not every episode is like that, I know that, but through the fights here are definitely too long, and games, obviously, if certain mechanics are not as good as you like, then it is a small margin there which makes or breaks the game. Okay, we will first of all go to the right, and second of all to the left, since I think that is the longer way we wouldn't have to, well, do again. So what we can face here as well are reborn marauders. That's going to be a tough fight, if those champions are already a tough fight. And what I'm actually fearing a little teensy bit, if you have watched the last 2 episodes, we faced exalted champions, and exalted champions in heavy armor. Oh my god, that then is going to be very, very tough. So basically our character is not really doing damage there, what you can definitely see. Luckily we have support by our constructs, which makes the battle a little quicker. Come on, Revenger, go bloody down. And he is a goner, nice. Then let's, okay, I need to resummon a little bit. There I need to be more not more careful, but I tend not to check the bar down there, which I should now, in this mission especially, pay way more attention to. Okay, what do we have up here? 2 Havocs, 3 Havocs. Okay, now I need to pay tough attention here. And I should actually retreat a little bit and first of all focus on the unbound Revengers, because they are doing damage as well. And they, if they are still alive, the attention of our constructs is not solely lying on the World Bearer champions there. So as you can see, that's the reason why I'm practically looking on, and we can die 1 less time, I'm just noticing. That is going to be the reason why the fight against the Hellbrute is going to be very, very tough, since it has some bodyguards as well. The thing is, the Hellbrute is going to have 4 to 5 bodyguards containing, if you don't know that, and the bodyguards are World Bearer Havocs, so that is going to be the tough part to take them down, get the ponding from the Hellbrute. And what you have seen maybe in one of the last episodes, that if the Hellbrute is actually focusing on us, on our character, then our HP bar with your normal, I don't even know what kind of, no, I'm not talking about the flamer, I'm talking about the machine gun, the big gun. When she's concentrating on us, our HP bar drops so quickly. So we need to be careful there. We need to be careful. So that is cleared out. Not a quick fight, not a usual fight. And there you can see heavy armor. Oh man. And this is the normal fights here. As you see, take longer. I'm not going to want to go into that again. But the normal enemies are actually no problem at all. You can still relatively quickly take them down. The problem is then if champions are being put into it.
Reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required.
So if we can take down the if we take down the enemies here, we have a little bit of bonus DPS in form of Militarium units. That is useful damage.
Reconnaissance force relieved. Sense basic. Follow and protect order to the survivors.
So those tribesmen we will take down as well. I still have to. I don't want to go back to the heavy armor, but the fights take a little bit too long, I think. That's actually the fun fact if you are calculating, and normally the missions I play are between 12 and 15 minutes, and I know there are sometimes missions which are only 8 minutes long or 9 minutes long, but then you have a mission like that where you are at least going to put in 20 to 30 minutes. That is actually quite funny. Okay, he is gone. Nice. So let's see what is going to lurk around right here. That was nasty. Did I tell me? Okay, I did oversee them skulls. Every time that is happening, that is the fun fact. For this recording session, it was actually The Last of Us Part. I was recording The Last of Us Part 2. If you don't know the game or wanna take a look in the game, take a look in the game. It's an amazing game, but there are some traps as well. And I'm really traumatized by them traps in this game. From all the skulls which I have yet encountered, the little skulls with the laser inside, if you go through them, a little trap is unfolding. I think 90% I've ever seen. That is the fun fact there. Absolutely insane. So the good part is we are already fighting the guards of a champion. So let's then take them down, constantly respawning those constructs, and then be happy. The thing is, what I already see, we are down to 3 inoculators right now, since we are in between getting heavy damage. The thing is, it might even be that we are going to die here. If I don't resummon the constructs quickly enough, that can definitely happen. Pretty damn quickly, like. There, we nearly died. But sometimes we obviously can't out-damage, so to say, the incoming damage. That is then not that good. and with 2 inoculators remaining. I don't even know if there is... okay, why didn't I resummon? I'm not even certain if... I think we are not going to make it, guys, by the way. I don't even know whether there were any... Okay, we are already then, I guess... Okay. Okay, this mission was too heavy. But guys, that right now already then leads us to the end of this episode. And you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please guys, give me a little thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty. Bye.